Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule the world through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to increase the men of the Lord. Lord willing, you know, that they can endure into the end. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, in and out of congregations, teach His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, they can continue to endure to the end. Shalom to the wise and the single sisters that are believers of His word. Lord willing, they can continue to pursue to be virtuous and loving and silent. Wise, Salaki, y'all. Woo, tired morning. And Lord willing, the most have mercy on all the brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. I'm at work, I'm on break, and I was watching this video of my big brother, Yaramayan and my nephew Elijah, bring out, this lesson speaking on the elect, you know, um, his good points that they were saying, the whole joint, I would love to land me, but it's one thing that sticks out to me, and I always get excited when I see this, you know, I got this young man on IG, and he comes out on IG, I mean, no, on TikTok, and he brings out scriptures. He knows the truth. He knows he is Israelite because his father is actually part of a congregation. Seeing those things is just so amazing to me, you know. So seeing my big brother and my nephew do it, it's amazing because his father's out here that's probably teaching their sons the same thing. Yeah, my young teaching their son, you know. Um, he just even more. He got his son on the joint reading scriptures and bringing it out. Of course, shoot, I wish that for mine too. Everybody is not called to either be a teacher. They might not, your sons might not have that same fire to teach like you. You know what I'm saying? But they still in this truth. And ain't nothing like teaching your son, even if they want to teach or if they don't. It's still amazing to hear my little man, Azak. That's his name, Azak, which means laughter. Um, just to see him quote certain things, I might be all stern and harsh and rough on him, because uh, a lot of us didn't get raised with a father that cared for us, and I'm not here to be better than his father, but I didn't get to be in my own son life because of, his mother, differences. But, to have this young man is the best thing I ever had, you know. And I'm gonna just bring out a scripture real quick. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me, y'all. This is Sirach chapter 30, verse. I really want to start at the point. Yeah, verse 3. It says, "He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice." So the whole point, having sons is to teach your sons, you know, through the spirit. This is gonna grieve the enemy, another woke nigga. The elect don't want another woke nigga in the streets, right? Because then now he's about to go out off with the mouth. He's not gonna follow the American tradition, right? And what are we teaching them? The ways of an Israelite man, right? The ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? It's beautiful to have your kid to be like, hey, son, read this, right? Your son is gonna grow up being blessed, right? Verse 4, it says, though, be highlighted another color, though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he have left one behind him that is like himself. This is why us men go hard to teach and build our sons, so that if our sons get old or we die, our sons can continue on that course. It's just like a business. You get a business, it grows where it is, and then you give it down to your descendant so that he can keep the business flowing, right? Keep the money or, keep it in the family, right? So it comes to actually in this truth, your son most likely would take up after you, right? And it's this other young king, it's beautiful to get to get um to get the young kids when they're young, have them in this thing young. Um, I will show you this young king. Uh, where, yep, there we go, right there. So you got this young king right here. This man bringing out videos fluently, right?
Able to maneuver around these people, that's what they're gonna think. They're gonna think that they're part of these like Hebrew Israelites. They're gonna think that they can try to maneuver around me. Well, here's a double attack. It's like chess. You think you're about to get someone with a pawn or a knight, but then that's when that
And this is the excitement, man. We gotta start making the truth of Yahweh Shema Shai an exciting thing for our children, man. Right? Not exciting like, hey, let's party, right? Let's make the ministry more about fun than teaching. No, no, no. Talking about fun outside of the world thinking serving Yahweh Shema Shai is boring or a waste of time, right? Getting back to being able to teach your children before you send them to school, right? Because in these schools, they teaching your kids, and technically, the schools is really educating your children. You got to think in past tense, it was the parents teaching their kids how to hunt, how to get food, how to have a wife, how to lead her, or how to have a husband, how to be a woman, your menstrual cycle, right? And other things, being a carpenter, how to farm, right? What would be a good business, right? The family had this business, they probably selling crops, or they probably breeding animals. Now we're in a society where we depend solely on Edomites, right? Just to make money, or just to have educate, to be educated, right? When you go to Sirach 27:3, it says, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, his house shall soon be overthrown. So if you're not dedicated to Yahweh Shema Shai, your kids, your wife, will always be coming against you. There's gonna always be a problem in your house when you're not holding yourself uh, into the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, right? And not every man can yield wisdom, right? So this is why we have to be hungry and we have to desire this wisdom, right? And if, especially a man, you want a woman, make sure you doing different than what your forefathers. Lead that woman. Then when you have children, make sure you lead your children, teach your children, right? I'm gonna get one more, and I'm gonna close. I wasn't really trying to go too deep. It's just the excitement of always seeing uh, kids, fathers bring out the word is just amazing, right? Because our oppressors, that's one thing that they're afraid of, man, to see men stand firm for the Lord, right? Let alone being fathers. This is Numbers chapter 6, starting at verse 7. Wait, I'm at the wrong one. Deuteronomy chapter 6. I'm gonna, I'm gonna start at one. It says, "Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which Yahweh Shemashah your power commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither so ye go to possess it, that thou mightest fear Yahweh Shemashah thy power to keep his statutes, all his statutes, and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's sons." Right? It's all about the men. It says, "All the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. Hear therefore, O Israel, observe to do it, that ye may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as Yahweh Shemashai power of thy fathers have promised thee in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh Shemashai, our power is one Lord, and thou shalt love Yahweh Shemashai thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart, which this should be in your mind, man, right? We should love the Lord with all our heart. That's why you should always be thinking of the Lord, man. There's too many things the Lord created that you can just go outside and look and see the power of the Lord, right? Verse 7 is the point. It says, "And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up." Right? Without the electronics, TV, and social media, what the hell you think you was teaching your kids? You was teaching them the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? You was teaching them how to please the Lord. You was teaching daughters how to be a woman, right? We didn't have to go to high school to learn about a woman's period because the Lord teach you that in the Leviticus, right? The menstrual cycle, right? When a woman has a child and she has a son, a woman is unclean for 33 days. You know, nobody will really be around her or touching her belongings that she lay upon. If she has a son, I mean, if she has a daughter, it's 66 days. If she has a son, it's 33 days, right? If you got any blonde hair, right, you got to be separated from the congregation for 7 days. And look at our sisters now wearing blonde hair, right? The scriptures have to, we have to be guided in these things. And what better way to be a husband to guide your family, your wife, right? What better way to be a father to be able to guide your children so that they can be brought up in a righteous way. So then when your son get older, all the things that he learned, now he might go out and start teaching. Then he gets a family and he do the same thing, right? Because we want this ministry to be a domino effect. We don't want it to be a domino effect where we go back to our vomit, go back to the same sins, go back to turning our face from the Lord. We should be seeking the kingdom. Don't let nobody take you away from seeking your kingdom. And being a father is one of them, right? And if you're a father and you fear Yahweh Shema Shai, you should be teaching your sons this ministry to the best of your ability. But with that, man, I'm gonna say Shalom, Lola, and this is edifying to the hopeful elect, whoever it may be. And if you're not, hey, we'll try next time. And with that, Shalom.